All right, everybody, what is going on? Chris with Chess Sports Cards here. We are doing 2024 Topps Big League. Quarter case break number 3. Welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for over 6 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. You go to any of our eBay listings, look in the description at the very top. There's a link. Click on that and do what it says. And you can win some free cards. I have no idea how many or of what or anything, but certainly worth a shot. It's free, right? And go check out chefsportscards.com. We got some breaks up over there now. We got a big league half case 10 box break. There's only a handful of teams left. I think like 5 or 6 teams left in that one. We also got a big league half blaster case 20 box break up there. That's about halfway full. And some Elite Extra over there also. So go check out chefsportscards.com. Carter, what's a good word, buddy? How are you? All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs Gerald Y and Braves Gerald Y. Orioles Kurt H. Red Sox Robert H. Cubs Chris L. White Sox Gerald Y. Reds Christopher P. Guardians Rockies Tigers Royals Gerald Y. Astros Robert L. Angels Roger G. Dodgers Renee G. Brewers John T. Twins Brian B. Marlins Tim P. Mets Scott H. Yankees Christopher P. A's and Phillies Gerald Y. Pirates Benny T. Cardinals Gerald Y. Padres Robert H. Giants Thomas E. Mariners Matt M. Rays Rangers Blue Jays Gerald Y. And Nationals Chris J. Let's go Dodgers. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, let's open some cards. Good luck, everybody. See what Big League brings us tonight. Had some good ones so far. Let's keep it up tonight. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. This microphone's like right in the way. All right, let's do it. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Acuna. My Volunteers won again last night, playing Purdue tomorrow. Tough one tomorrow. Son's very happy, going crazy. I got another crazy drunken video from him last night. It says Marlins, Tim. Hey, you know who you got, right? Maybe I read it wrong. When I read them off, it's just courtesy. I mean, you guys know who you got. I'm assuming that's who you have. That's what I've written down, but if not, we'll make sure you get your right team. Or apologize. JP Crawford. Fred Bird. Who doesn't love a good mascot card? The Riz. De La Cruz rookie. Bobby Witt, good vibrations. And Ke'Bryan Hayes, uncommon. Good vibration. Good vibration. Jordan Westberg. Davis Schneider to the moon rookie. And Logan Webb. Wonder what the thought is behind having the one backwards card on the back that shows out from the pack. I guess, I don't know. Does it really matter? Dane Raphael, Griffey, Buxton, Juan Soto in his Yankees uniform, Hapa, Jeremy Pena. Man, Phillies got embarrassed again today. Ugh. Bryce Harper almost broke his neck. Craziness. Damn, those Braves are good. That's for sure. Top to bottom, man. They got no holes whatsoever. Acuna, sickening. And Austin Riley, rare blue for the Bravos. For Gerald. Mr. Met. Meet the Mets. Beat the Mets. Jason Dominguez, good vibrations rookie. Spencer Steer. Yamamoto rookie. Mark McGuire to the moon, Alice. And Nico. Cal Ripken. And Brent Rooker. Trey Turner, good vibrations. Gunner. I don't know if John's here, but man, if there are any Milwaukee fans here, you guys have to be loving Rhys Hoskins. Kills me that we had to give him up. Evan Carter, rookie. He's a Met killer, man. He's doing a number on them up there. Ricky Henderson and Max Muncy. Zach Geloff, rookie. Mascot for the White Sox. Devin Williams. Junior Caminero, rookie. And Mason Wynn to the moon, rookie. Become a big leaguer and Ichiro. The Become a Big Leaguer cards we will random to everyone at the end. Slammin' Sammy to the moon. Correa. Become a Big Leaguer. Mark McGwire. And Kutch. Henry Davis rookie. Corbin Carroll, Good Vibrations. Andrew Abbott, Uncommon rookie. Michael Harris, man, he's been killing it the last couple of games. He is no joke. And for the Brew Crew, Joey Weimer, my favorite for John. I'm a Weimer. Little bluish there, little color match action. Very nice. Congrats, John. All right, Matt Olson to the moon. And Muncy. Mama Muncy. And Corbin Carroll. Devin Williams. Jason Dominguez, rookie. Lawrence Butler and Real Muto. Juan Soto to the moon. Christian Walker. This isn't. Sorry. There we go. That's better. TC Bear for the Twinnies. Dylan Cease. Sedane Raphael, Good Vibrations. Corbin Burns. Shohei. And Shohei again. Robert Lubob and Buxton. Sal Fraley, Good Vibrations, and Jeremy Pena. Brenton Doyle. Mascot for Baltimore. Isn't he like the Oriole or something? Doesn't he have a name? Oscar the Oriole or something like that. Devers to the Moon. Sal Frelick. Machado, Good Vibrations. And Spencer Steer. And Bo Bichette, Super Rare for Toronto. For Gerald. Here you go, buddy. Super Rare Red Bo Bichette. Sal Frelick. And Nico. J-Rod to the Moon. Brent Rooker. And for Houston, Yordan Alvarez on the Blue Rare. For Robert. Robert, right? Yeah, Robert L. So one thing about Big League, I've never understood the way they pack it. It's always been this way. If there's an autograph in the box, there's usually always, there's always a blue rare, but then there's usually always another parallel too in the same box. Very strange. Gunner. And then you'll go, the next box will just have a blue parallel in it. Like, you think they would move them around a little bit. What Big League needs is a hot box. They should add some kind of hot box to the mix. Something. It'd be kind of cool. Even if they did those like orange uncommons that they do in the blasters and the hobbies. Like 1 box a case or 2 boxes a case or something. All right, box number 3. Soderstrom and Baxter. And Corey Seager to the Moon. Luis Castillo. I'm a big leaguer. Bryson Stott. Marte rookie. And Oakland, George Kirby for the Mariners. Anybody have any good plans for Easter tomorrow? Just the family, the fam. For Kansas City, Nick Lofton rookie auto. For Gerald, excuse me. Kansas City. Opening act autograph, Nick Lofton. Got to go to Mom's, stop off and buy the $5 plant on the side of the road. Do they do that around you guys wherever you live? It's huge here. Always has been. Like the gas stations or on the corners, like there's people who set up for any of you who live in the, Philadelphia area or in the mid-Atlantic, like these people set up, they make a killing out there and sell plants and flowers, and people stop and buy them, and they're like, like $5 a plant or whatever. I never really understood that. I mean, I understand people making money, but there's got to be some weird significance to giving a plant. I guess because it's spring, like it's supposed to be, fresh and new or something. I don't know. Good vibrations, Freddie Freeman. The only other time I see that is with fireworks and around 4th of July. We get the people who set up firework tents for like a month or like 3 weeks before 4th of July in parking lots and stuff. Which in Pennsylvania was really interesting for a long time because Freddie Freeman to the moon. Like 2 of the biggest manufacturing, like fireworks manufacturing companies are like right here. TNT Fireworks is here, and there's another one too. I forget what it is. But for the longest time, fireworks were illegal in Pennsylvania. So they had these huge warehouses that you could go to shop, but you had to show your state ID. And if you had a Pennsylvania ID, you had to go on the one side where it was all just like, sparklers and, I don't know. Jason Dominguez rookie. Easy stuff, nothing crazy. Mookie Betts. So for 4th of July, we used to drive to Maryland to buy fireworks. And it was the same way there. In Maryland, they were illegal too. So everyone from Maryland would have to drive up to Pennsylvania. It was so stupid. They finally changed it a few years back. Now you can buy them. And a big thing is right around, like maybe the month before 4th of July, people, they pay and get like a De La Cruz Good Vibrations rookie. They get like a kit of all kinds of stuff to sell, and they set up tents like in parking lots and hawk fireworks to people. It's so weird. Yeah, to get the good ones, exactly, the good ones. We had to go to Maryland to get them. It's funny because the last time I did that, I think was, I want to say like 2015, Aaron Judge, and we used to, my wife's one cousin lived like right on the border between like Delaware and Pennsylvania, but in Pennsylvania, but he was kind of in the boonies. And we used to go down and buy these massive fireworks. I mean, like fireworks you'd see at a show and light them off. And the cops never came or anything. Nobody cared. I guess they had to worry about the people who were blowing themselves up. But I just used to find it so funny that, all right, you're like passing people on the highway. They're coming to you to buy them. You're going down there to buy them. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. And I guess eventually Pennsylvania figured that out and just said, all right, you can buy them. It is like, I don't know about you guys. I mean, there is something about fireworks that really do make you feel like a kid, though, to be honest. Gosh, like, usually around 4th of July, like if we do the family thing, they want us to go get them, and I'll run down and pick them up or whatever, and you walk in and just like giddy looking around the fireworks store. We used to order them when I was a kid. Bo Jackson to the moon, and it was so hush hush. Like somehow we got a catalog. I had to be like maybe 11 or 12 years old, and we got a catalog from, I want to say it was TNT. The catalog reminds me of it, but a catalog from someplace in Jersey. And we pooled our money, a bunch of us. And we ordered online. I don't even remember how we did it. Like this was before the internet and everything, or not online, or over the phone. So we must have had somebody's credit card or something, because this was like in the 80s. And then we had it delivered to one kid's house. And, we had no concept of like shipping and delivery times when we were that age. So every day when school was done, we were all running to his house to get to the mail before his parents did, in case the fireworks came. And honestly, I think we got about $20 worth of fireworks, like, bottle rockets and firecrackers and a couple other, whatever it was. I don't even remember. But, oh man, we thought we were kings of the world. We pulled that off. It's like we pulled off the heist of the century. You were on to the moon. Freilich. Look at that. I just proved myself wrong. Trey Turner on the rare for the Phils for Gerald. Usually when there's an auto, there's another one in there. I'm surprised. It's funny, if you go like on their websites and stuff now, like if you haven't looked at a fireworks website, they have, you can order them online, of course, and they have like video of them. You go in and you see them and you're just like, how can they legally sell this stuff? Like, it's like bombs going off, But they probably make a killing. I can't imagine fireworks are expensive to make at all. They're probably super cheap to make. Before we went to Ohio, our local trash man would bring in a shipping container full of logos. Oh yeah, yeah. I do. See, I kind of remember that when I was a kid too. Like some like older kid, creepy stuff in the 80s. I don't know if he was a kid. He might have been an adult. Used to buy him and then sell him like out of his house, and like everyone would know when the fireworks came in, But some of us were a little too young, The 80s were some creepy times sometimes, that's for sure. I think that's how we got the catalog. I think one of my friends like stole the catalog from his house or something. Austin Riley to the moon. Verdugo. But the kids love it, when you do it. All our nieces and nephews, and they're always there. They get such a kick out of it. So it's fun to do. I still enjoy it. I'm 50 years old and I still like lighting fireworks off. Arenado. I think it's built into pretty much every guy's blood. Like, you see fireworks and just start to like salivate a little bit. Dansby, good vibrations. Things when we were kids, and I'm sure for anybody who's older is the same. Things like that were so taboo. Like now with the internet, you can get your hands on anything. I mean, honestly, you can buy heroin on the internet if you want to. I mean, it's not, you go on Craigslist and buy it. But like back then, to pull something like that off was a feat, Jeff McNeil. We were very, very proud of ourselves. I know that. Yeah. It was fun. I think all guys are just like pyromaniacs at heart. They raised. I grew up across the street from this park. And if we didn't burn those woods down like 5-6 times on 5 or 6 different occasions when I was a kid, because we used to hang out in the woods over there. We had forts, we had this, we had that. Inevitably, something would happen, and you'd come home that night, and a couple hours later, Yamamoto rookie, there'd be the fire company showing up. Thing was going up like a torch, and then we're all looking at each other like, did you put that fire out? Did you? Yeah, what are you gonna do? It was good. It burned it and regrowed it. They always knew it was us too. They would always come to us because there was a whole group of us who lived like in the neighborhood right across the street. We were always in those woods, and they, we never did any major damage, but I think if we did, they would have known who to come after. Junior Caminero to the moon, rookie. Endeavors. Oh, pack of firecrackers was absolutely like gold. That's what I'm saying. Like when we pulled that off, and it's so funny. I'm friends with one of the guys on Facebook. I'm going to ask him how he did because I really don't remember if it was like someone's older brother who we let him, like we got a credit card from or something. I forget how we paid for them. I remember we paid for them. I just don't know. This was back before the internet and all that. So somebody had to have a credit card to use. Oh, yeah. But we were like kings when that happened. I mean, kidding me? It's like we ruled the world. Volpe, rare for the Yanks. Christopher. Nice rare Volpe. Like I said, nowadays it's easy. You want something, you can find it on the internet, on somewhere. Junior Caminero rookie. Alvarez to the moon. Bryson Stott. Gunner, good vibrations. And JD Martinez. Clark for the Cubbies and Riley Green. Yeah, well now it's like the place is not far from us now. Now it's no big deal. It takes some of the fun out of it, it being illegal, and we thought we were like gangsters. Zach Geloff to the moon rookie. We used to have our favorite was Roman candles. We'd have Roman candle wars. How we didn't kill each other, I have no idea. You'd like light the Roman candles, shoot them at each other. God, we were really dumb when we were kids. For all the years, my son and all the things I told him not to do, pretty much everything I told him not to do, I did at some point. Like, don't ever do this. It's very dangerous, but I never told him because I did it myself. Slugger. Torkelson. Yeah, that was your favorite sin. That, and we would fight. We'd shoot bottle rockets at each other. One time, we used to do this thing where we would unwrap like half of a firecracker, like spool it out so some of the gunpowder would come out, and you would light it. So it would, like, you put it on the ground and you would light it, and it would make the firecracker jump. We used to do this all the time. I don't even know why. There was one time I did it, and I guess I didn't unspool it enough, and it went off like, a foot from my head. Man, I was deaf for like a day. I was like, I think I might have lost my hearing. And of course, I couldn't go home and tell my mother. She would have killed me. Why can't you hear me? Oh, yeah, firecracker went off in my head. Aaron Judge. Huge fire, really? Oh, got a huge fine. Huh. All right, well, listen. We're 4 boxes in, so let's do a free blaster box add-on time. Little blaster break. See what we can find in the blaster, and then we'll do our 5th box. Little add-on stuff. Maybe we can find another hit. Oh, yeah? Just hit a 2-run homer? Nice. How much was the fine, right? Oh yeah, yeah. No, my mom was too. My mom was a nurse. She worked in a hospital. Oh, forget about it. She saw everything, so I was never allowed to do anything. So God, if she found out I did something like that, whew, I'd have been beaten within an inch of my life. My mother was no joke. Machado to the moon. And Gunner. Yeah, I hated that when I was a kid. I was actually talking about this recently, like a week or two ago. Anything I wanted to do when I was a kid. Jordan Wicks, orange rookie. She had seen somebody who was hurt doing it because she worked in an emergency room. So it was like, and it was hugely important to me. I wanted to mow the lawn so bad when I was a kid. I was like 10, 11 years old. And my mother just forbid it. Forbid it. Like, do you know how many kids I've seen with their feet cut off? Be like, oh, come on. Like, although I give her props. I've said this before. My mother and I don't necessarily have a greatest relationship, but I'll give her props. She forbid me from playing football when I was a kid. Absolutely forbid it. And she would say all the time, all those people are going to have brain damage at one point. Like and I'm a big guy, like in high school, I was like 6'4", 220, and coaches would come up to me, why aren't you playing on my team? This and that. I'd have to be like, well, my mom won't let me. But in hindsight, with like the concussion syndrome, she knew what she was talking about. So I give her props on that one. Wow, $600, really? Well, they're not illegal here anymore, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's laws around them, like around where you're supposed to light them and stuff, but wow, that's no joke. Well, that's like any fine these days. You get pulled over for running a red light and it's like $400, and you're like, oh, you have to pay the EMT fees, you have to pay this, you have to pay that. It's absurd what they fine you for stuff these days. Zach Geloff, Christian Walker, 3K. Wow, that's insane. Chris Sale, orange. And Riley Green, orange for Detroit. For Gerald. Acuna and Dylan Cease. All right, a couple more blaster packs, and we'll get back to box number 5. Arenado. The bottle. My mother's was NyQuil. My mother gave us NyQuil for everything. I didn't realize until I was older that she was just drugging us to get us to go to sleep. Like when I was 10 and it was like, 1983, I didn't realize there was like 25% grain alcohol in NyQuil. So like you come home and be like, oh, I twisted my ankle. Here, take some NyQuil. She was just getting us to shut up. I had a friend, a guy who I worked with, and I don't know if this is 100% true. He swore by it up and down. So he said that his mother, they had like 4 or 5 kids under the age of like 6, right? When he was little. And I got to admit, this was like the 70s because he was a little bit older than I was. And he said that his mother used to get a pill form of like tryptophan, like is in turkey, and give it to the kids to make them go to sleep. And again, I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what it was she was giving them, but she was drugging them. And he's like, and he said, I mean, we talked about this years later. He was in his 40s or 30s, and he's like, my mother would have never survived all those years with us kids if she couldn't have drugged us on a daily basis. Goldschmidt. Crazy. And I remember asking him too, I was like, are you sure it was tryptophan? He's like, I swear it was, but I'm like, I didn't know you could even get something like that. But she was doing something. My mother wasn't beyond, putting a little shot of something in our milk to get us to go to sleep. Nick Castellanos. It's amazing now the things that are frowned upon and looked at so poorly by people that were just such regular occurrences when I was a kid. Like I never, ever, ever, not once do I remember ever getting out of a grocery store with my mother without getting my ass kicked by her for something, like taking a beating in the grocery store. And, I'd touch a box, I got smacked. It's like, could you imagine if someone did that now? Police would be there, they'd be arresting the parents, all kinds of. De La Cruz to the moon, rookie. My mother had a heavy hand, let's call it that. It's so funny too, because people who are in my age group, we talk about it all the time. Everybody tells me the same stories. It was usually either a mother or father, one or the other, but all of them just, oh, what do we got here? Look at that thing. Dr. Collectible super short print. So we'll have to rando this guy. I have no idea what these are selling for. I know the ones last year were pretty valuable. Daryl Garner Jr. is known as Dr. Collectible from East St. Louis. I don't even know who this guy is. I got to be honest with you. I'm sure some of you guys do, but a marketing genius and content creator turned businessman, sports cards that changed his life as he travels across the country, headlining card shows, trade nights, and doing partnerships. Yeah. All right. I swear I have no idea who this guy is. I saw him on the checklist. I was like, I've never heard of this guy. But Blake Snell. Sit in the car when she went in the grocery. She didn't want to deal with me. My mom used to do that too. Dude, did we grow up next door to each other? Like, I think back, like, if somebody saw what happened to me in a grocery store, in like 1979, 80, 81, and that happened now, there'd be like a full-on SWAT teams there. $100, is that what they're going for? Last year they were selling about $150, so nice. We've every night we've pulled something 100 plus. Henry Davis to the moon, rookie. We had an Evan Carter rookie auto last night. We had the Ellie De La Cruz super short print the night before. So, big league's been putting out. Yeah, no, it's cool. Some of them sell better than others. I know it depends on who the person is. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know that guy at all. But become a big leaguer. Michael Harris. My mother would have. My father wouldn't. My father wasn't. He wasn't the Punisher. My mother would have. I had an instance once when I went to school, and they actually asked me if I was okay. This is really bad. But I'm a better person for it now. I was lighting matches in the basement of our house when I was a kid. I was like 8 years old. And my mother came down and found me. I can't believe I'm even going to tell this story. She dragged me up 2 flights of stairs by my hair and beat me with an extension cord she pulled out of the wall. And she got me in the face a couple times. So I had like some serious marks on my face. And I went to school like the next day or whatever. And a teacher actually pulled me aside and she was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, it's just another day. But it was my like I said, she ruled with an iron fist, that woman. You know what's funny though too? And I'm not saying, look, I know some people still believe in spanking or this or that or whatever, and I look, I'm no one to tell anybody how to raise their kids. Now I only have one son, he's in college and whatever. I never hit my kid once because I never had a reason to. Like I never thought that he ever did anything that warranted like, oh, the only way he's going to learn is if I smack him. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that there aren't some kids out there who could, benefit from a from a smack every once in a while. You know what I mean? But but in my case with my mother, it was anything. Didn't matter what it was. You did anything, you got hit. It's just like, ugh. But I think that's just the way everyone was back then. It was just the answer to everything. Bobby Witt, To the Moon. Castillo. All right, couple packs left. When I was like 13, I kind of like hit my growth spurt, when I was like 13, and I went from being like 5'2" to like 6 foot in the matter of like a year. My mother and I got into it one day, and I was like, screw this. Like, and I got up in her face, and she dropped me with a left hook I didn't even see coming. I mean, she put me down. Like, I was like, that's it. I'm never messing with this woman. Like, I was like, here I'm like 6'2", 6 foot tall, 180 pounds. I'm big now. What's she gonna do? And she knocked me out like it was nothing. Gunnar Henderson, To the Moon. She still scares me to this day. And she's like 80 now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are some things that were a little over the top, but I don't think I've many. I don't think it made. I don't. I mean, it certainly taught me. I can tell you that. I mean, I didn't do things anymore because of it. you know. Bobby Witt, Blue. There were a few things that might have been a little overreaction, but whatever. And like I said, most people I know who are my age or in my kind of generation, they all went through the same thing in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, oh man, the generation now, could you imagine if it was like that? They'd be calling the cops on us. Gerald on the rare Bobby Witt. Swinging Friar and Max Freed. Different world now, different world. All right, so first off, I want to thank everyone for joining us. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I truly appreciate it. So we got our Become a Big Leaguer cards. And we got our Dr. Collectible super short print. It's got to go to somebody. So we're going to do some randos. Let me move a few things here. Okay, so let's start with we're going to start with the Become a Big Leaguer cards. We're going to do a random 5 times, and the top 5 teams on the list each are going to get one. A pen, so I have it. All right, 1 second. Let's see. Let me bring this over here. All right, so random.org is already set up here. We got all our teams, random 5 times. Whoever comes out on top 5 will each get one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lucky number 5. All right, so Braves, Phillies, Nationals. Phils, Nets. Rockies and Cubs. All right. So for the big league cards, Braves, Phils, Nats, Rockies, and Cubs are going to get those. And then we got our Dr. Collectible super short print here. We're going to roll a couple die to decide how many times we're going to rando. Let's see. 5 again. 3 and 2 equals 5. So we're going to rando 5 times. Whoever comes out on top is going to win the Dr. Collectibles card. Let me reset it. Give me 1 sec. All right, so we got all our teams here again. You can see. Orlando 5 times. Whoever comes out on top is the winner. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lucky number 5. Good luck, everybody. The Brewers. The Brewers. The Brew Crew. All right. Going to the Brewers. Congrats to John. All right. Switch it back. All right. So, Dr. Collectible going to the Brewers. Let's do the rest of our hit recap for 2024 Topps Big League Quarter Case Break number 3. Oh, man, thanks so much for joining us, Benny. As I was saying before, I want to thank him for joining us. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And we will be here tomorrow night, too, so come and check us out if you've got a chance. All right, so hit recap. We got a million uncommons and rookies and all kinds of stuff. We'll pull out the good guys out of there and take care of them. Some of the guys who pulled out already, these will all be top loaded, of course. Yamamoto, Henry Davis rookie, De La Cruz, Seager, Wicks, Geloff, Schneider, Wynn, Caminero, another Yamamoto, De La Cruz, Dominguez, Yamamoto, Dominguez, and De La Cruz. As we said, we just did the Dr. Collectible that's going to the Brewers, and we went over those. And then other cards, we got the orange uncommon Riley Green for Detroit, super rare red Bo Bichette for Toronto, blue rares Riley Green, Yordan Alvarez, Trey Turner, Anthony Volpe, and Bobby Witt, and 2 autographs tonight, 1 Joey Weimer and Nick Lofton for Kansas City. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. We will be back in 5 with Elite Extra Edition Mixer. Have a great night. Take care.